Don't you notice when you do a job, you do the same old bullshit every day? You do the same repetitive bullshit in this world. So technically, we are not learning nothing in this world. You know, we're not really learning anything if we're doing the same repetitive bullshit. You know, and corporations, they like perfection. So you're definitely a slave if they like you to have perfection, you know? And it's always a competition in this repetitive world that we live in. It's always a competition in a repetitive world that we live in, you know? Because all they do, it's all about numbers. You know, you don't learn nothing in this world when you do the same, you know, bullshit every fucking day. It kind of like makes your life monotonous. You know, it makes your life miserable when you do something like this. You know, so you're being forced by these dictators who think this is life to do the same bullshit every fucking day for the rest of your life until you die. So you are definitely a slave from the day you were born to the day you would die. And fact, you know, these fuckers, these lying motherfuckers that they are, these animals, you know, they love lying, and they give you the hype that you'll be taken care of in this world. But you're not, because you'll end up being homeless, depending on what your education level is. Well, I realize it doesn't matter on your education level. You can be homeless no matter what. And retirement doesn't exist in this world, because these greedy fucks, the animals, they lie to you in this world. They always do lie. That's why they exploit human beings on this world. They just create lies within lies. You know, I got idiots and morons on this planet. You know, I got idiots and morons who follow me, who live in their delusional state of mind. You know, in their make believe land, to believe that, yeah, they think this is positive. You know, that's what I call a delusional person. You know. You know, trolls. You know, trolls. You're just nothing but dumbasses, young kids who haven't really seen anything. Only thing you see is your video games. That's it. Because I noticed that all you trolls like to play video games, so that's your world. You know. You know, you ain't seen the real world yet, so you kind of like rely on this world. Because this world's safe, you know. I realize that it's they're safe. It's like a safety net to be in this world, the computer world. But in reality, I think trolls cannot handle their reality, so that's why they stay in their video game world. You know, I think they can't see how much we humans are animals on this world, how we behave, how we're so territorial, how we're so possessive. I realize how possessive these dictators are in this world, how much control and power they feel. They want to control everything. So there is something wrong with these fucking animals that we have on this planet that are so territorial and so possessive. And they call that freedom, you know. They rather make one person rich and everybody else be fucked on this world. You know, it shows you the reverse mentality of these, on how these people think in this world. You know, how they believe that making somebody rich is free. You know, it shows you how ignorant they are as human beings, because they're so reliant on these people. Their addiction to the rich ass to make them rich. You know, it shows you. That's why I say the economy does not exist. You know, because it's a psychological thing that they play on people to control people. You know, the ignorance. You know, we live in a world of ignorance. You know, and I can see that. You know, I see that in the trolls. I see that the ones who who can't stand what I say, who doesn't like to see the reality for what it is. You know, the ones who can't see the reality for what it is, then they have a fucking problem. They have a fucking problem in this world because they want to keep. They rather harass you, they rather intimidate you, they rather humiliate you, you know, to keep you in this world, to keep you stupid, and dumb. You know, only the dumb will lead the dumb on this world. That's the way it works. You know, it shows you if these people like to humiliate you, harass you, intimidate you, then you're not really free on this world. It kind of like brings the truth about themselves on this world, how they are as human beings, because they don't behave like normal. They don't behave like human beings on this world. They want us to become like robots and do the same repetitive bullshit to make a paycheck. Because everybody, it's like our whole life is trying to find a bigger paycheck in this world. Yeah, our whole life we're trying to find a bigger paycheck. What kind of life is that? You know, I have to question, what kind of life is that where we have to fight to get a bigger paycheck? Find a slave master that'll pay us our paycheck so we can survive. You know, what kind of shitty world is that? I call that an unbalanced world because they, like I said, they don't have any conscience in what they're doing on this world. They don't have any conscience of what they're doing in this world. That's why they harass. That's why they intimidate in this world, because they want to keep you, because they are so addicted to their greed. So they want to keep you submissive to their world. You know, that's why we live in a world of ignorance, because these fuckers who like to harass, intimidate, and humiliate, and basically they just want to suppress you, because they love their greed. They love their system, the system of unbalance. And there's no justice in this system. I can tell you right now, there is no justice in this system, because it's always in favor of one race. Whoever controls the history controls the people. So yeah, I wouldn't say this world is positive. If somebody likes to intimidate, humiliate, and suppress, I wouldn't call this world positive if we have people like that existing on this world. You know, the unbalancing of these psychopaths, these schizos, you know, that's what they are. They're psychopaths, schizophrenics, and here they are going. You know, we fight amongst each other because they want to intimidate, humiliate, and harass in this world. So, yeah, I don't see this world as positive. Have a nice day.